from the subject physics today. Here, from this section, we have to discuss a topic. Previously, we started that topic is optics. From that, we have to discuss about a next section, that is refraction due to the single curved surface. Refraction due to single spherical surface. Let's see here. We have to discuss about the refraction. We are familiar with this word, refraction. That means a ray of light when transferred from one medium to another medium. When it transfers from one medium to another medium, it refracts. From one it changes its direction. Now here, we have to discuss that refraction due to the single curved surface. Let's see here. We discuss about a lens. This one is a convex lens. This one is a convex lens. This convex lens having two surfaces. Both surfaces are curved. Both surfaces are curved. Now from this both surface, we have to discuss its refraction. How refraction happens in this curved surface. Here, the diagram from this question, from this section is asked for the 2 marks. Draw a neat label diagram. Or another question is asked like this. Obtain an expression for the refraction due to the single curved surface. Obtain an expression for the refraction due to the single curved surface. For that, we draw a single curved surface. Let's see here. This one is a single curved surface. This curved surface we term as y, p and y dash with a single curved surface, where p is a pole of this curve. Do you know about pole? This one is a lens. This lens having curved surface. At this portion, we observe the pole. Now here, this curved surface, this one is a pole, and this curved surface having the center. That center, let's see, this one is the center C. A line which passes through this pole and center. Can you say the name of this line? Principal axis. The line which passes through the pole and the center is called as the principal axis. Here, a ray of light, an object is placed at point O. O is a point object. O is a point object. It is placed at this point O. When a ray is discussed from this, it is incident as OP is one of the ray. When it passes through the pole, it moves in a straight direction as like this. Now we discuss about the another ray. Before that, we discuss that this one is a curved surface. It separates the two mediums. This one is the first medium. That first medium having refractive index N1. This is the second medium. This medium having refractive index N2. N1 and N2 with the two refractive indices of the medium. Here, when this object is placed, previously we discussed the object placed that distance. That distance, can you say the name of this distance? Object distance. By which symbol this object distance is represented? U. Very good. Object distance is represented by the symbol U. This one is a distance U. Now after this, here an object is placed. This distance is toward the left hand side. We represent it by minus U. Okay. Now, from this section, a ray of light is incident from this section. This is the ray, another ray. This is the another ray, which is incident on this surface. That ray is called as OA. OA is another ray. Here, when we draw the diagram, simultaneously you write the labeling of it, because when you draw the diagram, half mark for the labeling is given in a broad question. In a small question, draw the diagram, there is 1 mark for the labeling. Here, why you may write like this. If you draw the diagram, below this or along the side of it, you may write the labeling as like this y, p, y dash. What does it represents? Y P Y dash.
Dense.
Single spherical surface or spherical surface. Spherical surface. Then C is the center. P is the pole. In this way you may write the labeling. In this way you may write the labeling. Then in the next section, if this is the incident ray, at this point of incident, a line which is perpendicular to this. Can you say the name of this? At this point there is a perpendicular. That perpendicular is called as a normal. That perpendicular is called as a normal. Here we represent that NAC. Here we write NAC is a normal to the surface at point A. Now, in previous lecture we discussed like this. Suppose this one is a surface, this is incident ray, and here it is a normal. Here certain angle is created. Can you say the name of this angle?
Incident.
Very good. This one is termed as angle of incidence. Here, this is the angle. This angle is called as the angle of incidence. This is the angle of incidence. That angle of incidence is represented here. Now, this ray is incident. From this section, we say that if the ray is incident, as per property of refraction, if anyone is moving in the straight direction, due to the refraction, it changes its path. Similarly, this incident ray is refracted like this. Here we say that AZ is a refracted ray. AZ is a refracted ray. At this point of I, it produces the image. It produces its image. Here, on this section, XOX dash or XOX dash, here we represent like this. On this line, principal axis I produces here. At this section, we produce the image. Understand about this now? Now, here, this one is a refracted ray, and this is the normal. This is the normal. Can you say the name of this angle?
Angle of refraction.
Yes, anyone?
Angle of refraction.
Very good. This one is R is the angle of refraction. When you draw the diagram, simultaneously you may write labeling here, where angle R or angle IAC, angle IAC is the R called as angle of refraction. In this way you may write all the labeling. Understand? Here, at this time, this one is OA, this is AC, and this is AR. Incident ray, normal, and this one is refracted ray. All these rays produces certain angles. Let's see here, the angle made by incident ray with this principal axis. Angle made by incident ray with this principal axis is termed as alpha. This term as alpha. Can you familiar about this alpha, beta, gamma, these words? These are the Greek words. Here, Greek symbol that we use here. This one is angle alpha. Here we write alpha with the angle made by the incident ray with the principal axis. Here we produce that. This one is the angle called as beta. Beta is the angle. Beta is the angle made by normal with the principal axis, and here it is the gamma. Okay. Now this one is a complete diagram. This diagram is asked for the 2 marks in the exam. Here the question is asked like this: draw the diagram of refraction due to the single curved spherical surface. You may draw this diagram first of all, then write the label. If it is for 2 marks, you may write first of all, draw the diagram for 1 mark and labeling for 1 mark. You may write all the label. Understand? Stop. here we discuss about this section. That section we have to discuss in the previous topic, that will also thus by the Snell's law. In that Snell's law we discussed that sin I, that n1 sin I is equal to n2 sin R, where n1 is the refractive index of this first medium and n2 is the refractive index of the second medium, where I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of refraction. Now if we consider these angles are small, then at that time we write n1 I is equal to n2 R. Okay, n1 I is equal to n2 R. Now from this diagram we have to discuss about the angle of alpha, beta and gamma. Its value we have to determine. From this diagram we have to determine the angle of incidence. Let's see. Here from this triangle A, O and C. Here this one is I, this is alpha and this is beta. Can you say the value of I from this triangle? By using this concept that previously we discussed, that this exterior angle, that I is equal to alpha plus beta. Understand about this? I is equal to alpha plus beta. That we have required here. And also from the another triangle, A, C and here it is I. From this triangle, this one is R, this is gamma and this one is beta. Can anyone will say the value of beta from this? Who will say? Yes? Who will say that? Yes? Beta is equal to, beta is the exterior angle. Here, beta is the exterior angle. Beta is equal to R plus gamma. But here, in this equation, we have required R. We transfer this. R is equal to beta minus gamma. Okay? In your case, it is directly given. R is equal to beta minus gamma. Understand about this? तुम्हाला शिकवले. In this diagram, we represent that U is the object distance. Okay? U is the object distance. Here, at this point, C is the center, where we say that R is the radius from this section. And here at this point I, we got the image. That image distance is represented by the symbol V. Image distance is represented by the symbol V. Now from this diagram, we will determine the value of, first of all, this angle I or alpha and beta. Let's see. From this section, we determine the value of alpha. Can you say that value of alpha is equal to, alpha ची value calculate करता है? Alpha is equal to, previously, now here we discuss the formula for angle is equal to R upon radius. Here R is AP. RAP upon its radius means its distance. That distance is OP. Okay? Now ROP is equal to RAP upon this part. OP means that distance is U. That distance is U. If it is beyond this length, therefore we take here minus sign. Similarly, we have to calculate the value of beta. From this section, can anyone will say the value of beta? Beta is equal to RAP upon PC. Okay? RAP means here, instead of this, as we write same symbol, RAP upon AP. Here, PC means how much distance is here? R upon R. Okay? Now, who will say the value of gamma from this section? Gamma is equal to RAP upon V. RAP upon V, which is equal to RAP upon this comes PI means P. Now here we got all the values of alpha, beta and gamma. That value we substitute in another equation. Now here we know that N1 from this equation we have to substitute this value. N1R is equal to N2R for this equation number 1. Now we have to substitute this value. Instead of this I, we substitute here alpha plus beta. Instead of I, we substitute alpha plus beta. Let's see here. N1 I means alpha plus beta, which is equal to here N2 beta means R means beta minus gamma. Okay. Now solve this. Bracket N1 alpha plus N1 beta, N1 alpha plus N1 beta is equal to N2 beta minus N2 gamma. Okay. Now we take both these beta value on one side, which is equal to N2 beta as it is. N2 beta as it is. We transfer this N1 beta on the other side, minus N1 beta. Here, this N2 gamma is negative on this side. We transfer on this side. N2 gamma plus N1 alpha. Understand about this step? Now, in the next step, we take beta as a common from this. N2 minus N1 into beta. Here, N2 gamma minus N1 alpha. In the next step, we write this RHS on this side. N2 minus N1 into beta is equal to N2 gamma minus N1 alpha. Only change this side. At the next side, here we substitute the value of beta, gamma and alpha. Here it is minus, it becomes plus. Here plus again. Here plus. Now here we transfer. Substitute the value of beta, gamma and alpha from this section. Can you say the value? N2 minus N1 into beta. Beta means RAP upon R. RAP upon R, which is equal to N2 into gamma. Gamma ची value काय आहे? RAP upon V. RAP upon V plus N1 into alpha. Value of alpha RAP upon minus U. Now this RAP and RAP, we take RAP common from both sides here, and this RAP and this RAP will get cancelled. Therefore the equation becomes N2 minus N1 upon R. N2 minus N1 upon R will be equal to N2 upon V. This RAP and this RAP we take common, and that RAP will get cancelled. Therefore, N2 upon V, this plus minus becomes minus N1 upon U. This is the equation, final equation that we have to derive. N2 minus N1 upon R equal to N2 upon V minus N1 upon U. Here, the question on this topic, another question is asked like this. Derive the equation for the refraction due to the single cursor. You may write first of all this, draw the diagram, labeling here we write first of all, then description or consideration. Then we have to write the consideration. After that consideration, you may complete this. From this Snell's law, you may write up to this last step. Okay? Sometimes the question is asked like this. Here, this equation is given to you. derive this equation. Only this much asked like this. This equation is written n2 minus n1 upon r is equal to n2 upon v minus n1 upon u. Where derive this equation where symbol having proper meaning or usual meaning. In this way, we write the question related and answer related to this diffraction due to the single curve surface. Okay. Stop.